He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes a offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Take him down. The Bills get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 44-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Let's go. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
A lot of them script to start